It's another day, and we're in the clouds this morning up on the mountain.
It was 2 days a weekend. I had Tuesday,
He said, did anybody do anything nice for
yeah.
the weekend?
Today's video is brought to you by GCP Applied Technologies BITUTHENE, which is a really nice waterproofing membrane that we've actually used for decades on every project we've ever built with a basement. And what's great about this stuff is it works really well. It's easy to apply even in cold temperatures if you do it right. And the other thing is we can do it ourselves, so we're not stuck waiting for a subcontractor. Our game plan for today is to get the waterproofing membrane on, which is going to take a couple of steps because it rained yesterday. The wall is damp. So we're going to torch the wall with a propane torch just to get the moisture out, not like cook the wall. And then we're going to put the waterproofing membrane primer on. We're going to spray that on, let it dry for a while, and then we're going to put the waterproofing membrane on, the BITUTHENE. And we're gonna let it lap out onto the footing. So we're also having to shovel the footings clean. After that, we're gonna put a pipe and gravel in to make a French drain. We'll cover that with some silt fencing that will keep mud from getting down in the gravel. And then we'll be ready to backfill.
This is awesome to do at 8 o'clock in the morning when it's snowing outside. I couldn't think of anything better to be doing. What?
We've got all the mud and debris scraped back about a foot from the wall there. And I'm gonna jump in here with a leaf blower and see if I can even clean that better. Only the best equipment available.
Got a little dirty there, man.
So we're trying to just get the moisture out. If you were to overdo this, you could kind of cook the coating there and maybe pop it off of the block. So you could be careful to just not overdo it for sure.
That'll be nailed really good there, and it'll sit on the ground here. Okay. Now we're gonna take that 26 footer, put it from here to there, or the 24 footer. All right. What did he just say?
He said you're gonna set up a walkboard contraption.
Perfect. You got it. I totally knew this was what he meant.
Jono and Jay got these tacked on. We're gonna get the positive placement nailer, which is new. We just finally got one. And we're gonna fire it off. How's it sound?
Where's that?
That's right. There it is, way better than a palm nailer.
I got your pro tip of the day here. So the end of my airline is frozen. Thing won't move. So what do you have a lot of? Hot air, baby. So here you go. Just put your hands around like this. Get you some hot air in there. Boom. Booyah.
I don't understand the weather. We're at 0% chance of anything. It's snowing like all day.
Time for new weather app.
Oh, I've been waiting for this site. That's the power company. No more generator, I hope after today. Finally, we're gonna turn this generator off the last time. Yay! Oh, wow. Okay, we're still just framing here, but it's actually time to start thinking about the finished materials. I got Jeremy Patat from Georgia Metals. Came to bring us a few samples of metal for the client to look at. I really like this Galvalume standing seam myself on a white house with black windows. You know what that's gonna look like.
Oh, I can't say it on camera, but it's gonna look nice. Nice.
That's right. You came from Georgia. What's the weather like in Georgia right now?
It's not like this.
This stuff is incredible. Blue 22, Blue 22, Rover, hot road. Hey.
Well, folks, it was supposed to be sunny and about 45 degrees today. We're gonna call it. We'll pick it back up in the morning, stick our membrane on the wall, and get this backfilling going. But right now, we can't even see out here. All right, we're back on the mountain, and it's cold, but the weather is way better today. Like, the sun's out, it's not a blizzard. Well, here's the good news, that cold, dry air dried our wall out completely. So no more flamethrower today.
Dang, man. I was really looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Staying warm.
The 10-degree weather dried out our wall. Great story.
Until it warms up, we're gonna get going on the girder that'll hold the porch roof up. We have to do some temp decking so that we can get out there. We don't have our decking out here yet. So we'll put that down and get the girder going up. What were you doing?
Putting Christmas lights on my truck.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. Right now I'm checking whether our deck is level coming out from the house, and it's pretty dang good. So we're just gonna cut these posts to numbers, the same number, instead of shooting the laser again, because that's as good as we're gonna get it. So there, from the deck framing to the bottom of our ledger on the wall is 111, 1/2. So that's gonna be the top of our girder out here, and we'll notch out for the girder on the post. Thank you.
Pro tip of the day?
Sure. So these are number 1 treated posts, 6x6. We just start buying these because the number 2s started to get so bad as far as like the missing edges and bark edges and crooked, that you just couldn't use them for like a finished material anymore. So that was about 2 years ago. We had to just switch to all number 1 on the posts. But it's nice because they do come with this nice rounded over edge, and they're good to go. You can just stain them and it gives a pretty good finished look. I'll often use my handsaw, which I have out anyway, as a straight edge to mark the line between my 2 marks there. Another pro tip is that most handsaws actually kind of work as a giant speed square. The handle part is usually 90 degrees to this edge, so that's your square line. And then this part of the handle that goes off at an angle is 45 degrees to the straight edge of your saw top. So you can use them to mark all kinds of stuff, actually. Oh, John, you got a little...
I don't know. My nose has been running for like days,
Yeah.
dude. It's really cold out here.
Finally, it's above 25 degrees out here, so we can get this primer going on the wall for the waterproofing.
Yo, you spraying for bugs? You just get a call from the United States?
Yeah, I don't know that guy.
Wow, you're important.
Here's a good pro tip for you working with this BITUTHENE membrane. When it's cold but sunny, we lay it out on the ground because it's black, it absorbs the heat, and it makes it stick a lot better in cold temperatures. So we've always done that, and it makes it work really well. So we're applying our first piece here, and there's a paper backing. Once you peel that, it's self-adhesive, and we're applying it vertically, which is way easy. We just adhere the top to the framing. That'll get pulled off later after the backfill. Then we'll just peel the backing down like that
on both edges.
and adhere it to the wall, and that's it. You just lap the next piece. Yeah, just drop that to us so we can level it. All right. So what we usually do is tack one corner, and then I will level the sheet to the line on the other sheet, and then they'll tack the other corner up there. That's how we work it down. On this last bit, if it sticks to itself, it really sticks. So
Don't let that happen.
don't let that happen. We're also zip taping across the top edge, just because we're going to leave this till Monday before we backfill, because the French drain we're going to get put in here has to get inspected before we can backfill. And actually this has to get inspected too. We're checking here about every 5 or 6 rows that we're still running plumb. This looks good. You thinking about doing the Red Bull Rampage right after this?
Yeah, man.
Right after this, 5 o'clock, I'm gone.
Hey, Bootsy Collins, can you shake a little more dirt in my face?
I'm trying, bro. You want to come up here, bro?
I think I do.
Jordan! Jordan! Making it rain! Jordan! Jordan!
Brick.
That definitely was not Jordan.
The homeowners are on their way up. They're going to check the place out and also look at our metal roofing samples and make a choice so we can get that ordered. All right. So we've got painted or Galvalume. They're both kind of frozen. What do you think?
Painted.
You like the painted? All right, we're going to call Georgia Metal and see what color that actually is. Can't tell right now. Frozen.
Frozen.
Ray's coming around with our drain tile, which is just some perforated pipe. You can see the little slits. That will actually let water into this pipe if there's static water pressure, and then it'll be open to the outside. That's how it'll get out of here. And that's French drain somehow. I don't know why.
They call it a French drain because we are always doing it.
That's why.
That's why.
So I want this drain tile tight to the wall and tight to the footing, so it's at the lowest point back here. We'll sacrifice a few block to keep it tight around this corner and on out to daylight. So that's ready for about 1.5 feet of gravel, and then a layer of silt protector, silt fencing, whatever you call it, on top that will keep mud from getting into that gravel layer that's on top of the pipe. Hampton Equipment Rental out of Franklin, North Carolina. And that's how we're gonna get the backfill material into the hole over there. So rock and roll, here we go. Well, that's it for the French drain. Pretty simple, really. Just got your pipe, gravel, and then a barrier for silt. And we'll throw rocks on it just to hold it in place until it gets inspected. And guess what? We're out of here.
Get out of here.
We're gonna call it there for today. We got our BITUTHENE waterproofing on. We got our French drain in, which is awesome. And it's ready to backfill after it gets inspected. Special thanks to GCP Applied Technologies, and also special thanks to Hampton Equipment Rental. That was fun. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for building with us.
Hey, thanks for dropping gravel on my head today. New guy. Who let him drive this thing anyways? Oh my gosh.
One of our fans is getting a special Christmas present this year, an autographed sheet of paper with the stuff we usually say written on it. Yep. They will enjoy it. How do you even spell Arlo's last name? Is it E or I first?
Kleinrath. I before E, except after C, or when sounded like A as in neighbor or way. Come on, bro. It's public school stuff.